Hello and welcome to a brand new show where we thought we would focus on our own cars, our fleet, our project cars, call it what you like. But basically this is our way of giving you a regular update on what we're doing with our cars. And we are fans of unusual and specialist cars, so they're always going to be a little bit different. Anyway, in this episode we are going to be testing this stuff. The Hydro Snowfoam, which comes with its own hydro spray can. Now, this stuff has been advertised quite a bit on Facebook, and we're going to give it the ultimate test because the Quantum is sitting underneath a tree which is throwing tree sap on it, so it gets very, very dirty very, very quickly. And in the adverts they make big claims for this. Now, we've made this as tough as possible because we're going to be using it on the Quantum, which is very, very dirty and covered in tree sap, and we haven't used the pre-wash because the advert says that the snow foam is brilliant. So we're going to find out how brilliant. Now, we've bought this with our own money, so there isn't any sponsorship involved. We do welcome sponsorship on the channel, but this is bought with my own money. This is a review so that you can see if the adverts stack up. Right, we'll leave that for about 20 minutes, as it says on the packaging, basically to give it a chance to eat away, and believe me, it might need a little bit longer to be fair because of the tree sap. Meanwhile, we've been working on my dad's Scimitar. I have been trimming some leather door panels for it, as the rest of the interior has been trimmed in leather, and it is time to fit the door panels. Mark Scarrett, who you will know from the TKC YouTube channel, has kindly come along and helped me fit the door handles and a few other things that were holding this up. So now we're ready to put the door panels on. Don't need my mallet for this bit. This is the this is to stop all the nasties getting inside your car. This is just gluing up the plastic on the inside. He says, come on. That's better. Don't run down. Oh, I've got it on my fingers now. Right, so that goes up there, along there, along there, going where the glue was before. I'm not going to put loads on, just a little bit of Evo, just to hold this plastic up. So what we do is hold that up into the glue, and that should protect the inside of the door from nasties. And once that's stuck, I'll do a bit on the bottom. So that's the original plan. And just check on the positioning of, right, that hole which is there. Make sure it's in the right place. Right, so I need the craft knife, which is below my other hand. Oh, right. And this is for your window winder. If I cut the smallest hole I possibly can, you're not going to have any issues with the surround for the windscreen wiper going over, so that'll do for now. Right, now what we have to do is block of wood, and we line up the poppers to the popper slots. Make sure they go to the popper slots. But you've got the gist. The hole is too small. It's a tough old brute. Right. We're in. Takes a bit of manipulating just to smooth it all out. It's better tight than loose though, Dad, for sure, because this will help hold everything in place. Right, so all that's needed now on your doors is the door seals and the right now, I can give that a proper whack. There's one there. That's in, that's not. Now it's in. We go along and we make sure they're all in. There's one, get in. Cut the plastic off the end and hey presto, you have a door. Okay, so here's a bit of a before and after comparison, and bear in mind that this is a summer's worth of tree sap that's on the car, and as you can see it's got most of the dirt off, but there's some bits that just won't go. And I don't necessarily blame the cleaning product for that, because if you really look how this tree sap is affecting the gel coat on the car, is not good. Anyway, I'll finish the car, but if the good folk at Hydro, and I will send this to them, and or some other product suppliers, think they have something that can lift this dirt that won't shift even with the snow foam, and here's an example here. If you have a product that can lift that, I am very interested in doing a test, and this car is the ultimate test. Right, so is this a failure for Hydro UK? No. This car is on the drive all summer because basically I am trying to raise the funds for the last jobs to get it on the road, which isn't many. And the tree sap is vicious. I mean, this is... it has picked up most of the muck, and below the areas where the tree sap reaches, it's brought it up brilliantly. So I think I'll have to save up some pennies. I've deliberately left some of the car to be done again, so we'll try another product. I don't know whether to save up some pennies and try the Hydro pre-wash, maybe they'll advise me, or if you've got an automotive wash product that can lift that kind of dirt. And before you think, oh, what's the point? Well, there are a lot of kit car owners with gel coat finished cars like this that they are bringing back on the road, and they are going to have them in this sort of state. So if you've got a product that can lift that kind of dirt from a gel coat finished car and it goes on this channel, chances are you'll pick up a fair few customers. Just saying. One of the things that's perished on this car is this seal on the door, and we've managed to get a replacement to try, and we got it from the nice people at Car Builder Solutions, and there it is. We've got to try it and trim it, and that's a video to come. But whilst we're down there, Neil Foreman gave me a guided tour around the company and the warehouses. So, without further ado, here's Neil. Right,
we have three. This is the CBS warehouse, and we have 3 bays this size, going probably 20 or 30 yards in that direction. Generally sorted into categories. This is a kind of a steering area with steering shafts, UJs, and over this side in the tilt bends, relays, some unions down the end there, brass unions. Moving along here, electrical bits and pieces, ring terminals. This is hoses section with 90 degree, 45, 135 bends, silicone and rubber, heater hose, aircon hose, silicone hoses, warning lights, large and small, fuses. Over here we have switches, switch guards, plugs and sockets, more electrical stuff. Everything has got a location, a product location, so when the guys get an order come in, they can look DD01E,
so they know
08, they know
section. Yeah,
they know to come to this section. They know exactly the correct position to pick from. Down here we have seat belts, seat runners, steering wheels here, stainless braided hose here, rivets and other components, eye bolts and stuff. Down this side, also all our stainless nuts and bolts and washers. So we only keep stock of stainless, we don't bother with the zinc stuff, except in the workshop packs. This is the heater aisle, heating, air conditioning. These are dash vents for ventilation, cockpit ventilation. and there's 30 or 40 variations of that. We have valves. Oh, there's a butterfly valve for air distribution. Moving further on down, more switches, more electrical stuff. We're coming to lights now, headlights, complete range of headlights, headlight plugs, stoplight switches, control cables, clutch, choke, throttle, and all the associated adjusters and joiners for those. Down the end there is side repeaters and a few other small lights and more headlights, bulb holders. And this one up above we have a overstock of flexible fuel hose. It's resistant to all sorts of ethanol fuels. And here is silicon ducting, again for ventilation, brake cooling, that kind of stuff. More lights down that aisle, and this aisle again here.
In the dark aisle you've got the lights.
Funny you should say that. It's a bulb out. Oh no, they're on a sensor. It'll probably come up if I walk down there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Technology. All the fittings this area for aircon. This is different unions. If customers designing their own aircon system, we supply the hoses and fittings, and we even do a crimping service once they've sorted out the runs of the hoses and the lengths of the hoses. And again, all the way down there is rear lights from, what have we got here? Oh, headlamp grills from, oh, the old classic Lucas tail lights, stop and tail lights. The more modern stuff, a lot of LEDs. Front driving lights, spotlights, fog. There we go. So we can move through. Oh. Thank you, Michael. To our second bay. Step.
Yep.
This is our aerosol rack. We're currently restocking this. So everything from exhaust paint, wrinkle paint, engine paint, caliper paint, heat proofs, silicons, wonder seal, primers, etch primers, everything is in our catalogue. It's all adhesives as well, contact adhesives, spray adhesives.
Oh, my stuff.
Yeah. Good. More hoses. This is a sort of a flexible hose section.
Yeah.
This is preset lengths, but they've got a wire reinforced section all the way through, so they won't collapse when you bend them. Tailpipes, all stainless tailpipes, going right down to the end. This is our warning light rotary store, and each warning light, greens, and the ones with 3 parts. The self-assembly. What else have we got in here? Pre-printed ones with legends. This one's a main beam, that'll be blue. Huge range of warning lights. More tilt bins. We have thousands of tilt bins with lights and bulbs and fittings and unions and switches.
And louvers.
Louvers, pressed aluminium louvers. There's stainless mesh, aluminium mesh. There's some high temp heat resistant paint as well. Some more sort of car care products on the top there. More cable. This is gauge pods for instruments. These are some of the products that we make in our own vacuum moulding machine. gauge pods, battery boxes, number plate holders. From here we have a range of rod ends, male, female rod ends, imperial and metric, for steering linkages, drop links, adjustable suspension, and fans down there. We can get the light on. There we go. Far end is flexible exhaust, stainless flexible exhaust, so cut and weld onto your own system, copper pipe. Dynamators, which is an old-fashioned dynamo with alternator internals.
For the classic car market.
For the classic car market, indeed. Yeah, modernised a little bit. Back up this way. This is our gauges aisle. Steering wheel bosses, steering wheel adapters, electric water pumps. We do a complete range of Davis Craig electric water pumps. Gauges for marine gauges, which are very popular with open top sports cars. They won't break down if they get wet. Some electrical plugs and sockets found their way into this section. Have to make use of whatever space we can sometimes.
Yeah. Air filters.
Yeah, air filters. These are the stainless mesh ones, washable. Yeah. Quite popular, with a selection of different adapters to bring the connection ID up or down. A few bits of trim and hose. We do the old-fashioned braided hose, which I don't know where it is at the moment. Cotton braided. Oh, here it is. The old cotton braided hose, which was very popular on early classic cars. Here, fuel caps from the old. We've got here a Monza cast alloy type. We do it in various sizes, to sort of more modern aero type, to mount either in the body or directly into the tank. Whole range of those, different sizes. Fuel pumps, electronic fuel pumps for fuel injection and carburetor engines down the end, and a selection of unions to suit whatever installation customer wants. Some more fuel hose, preformed bends, 135s, 90s, 45s, for fuel filler, that is, fuel filler hoses.
I see the nice chrome trim as well.
Yeah, chrome plastic trim, clip on, U-channel. And this one is quite stiff trim, which is, I think, on the gutters of Minis. They used to put this stuff, and do a smaller version of it. Indicator switches, stalk mounted indicator switches, we do a range of those. Some more fuel tank stuff here. We do the weld in thread, so you can weld this into an aluminium fuel tank and screw your cap directly onto it. Same thing in brass, braze in to a steel fuel tank. This is our brake section, reservoirs, brake fluid reservoirs, huge selection, 10 or 12 of those. Brake unions, metric, imperial, male, female, and a whole range of adapters. We also do the braided PTFE hose, flexible hose fittings, so you can do caliper to chassis in a flexible hose, any combination of bulkhead, angled, fittings for the flexible brake hose. Huge selection. This one is a wiper aisle, so we do a complete range of wiper blades, types and sizes. We do the sprung ones, we do the straight 11-inch fixed straight blade. These are stainless, and we do also do black. We make up wiper motors to order with the sweep angle that a customer wants, so it could be anything from 95 to 140 degree sweep angle. We'll make them up to order. Customer will get then the choice of wheel boxes. We have a couple of single small wiper motors for a small windscreen car. Horns we keep in here. There's a few of our wiper gears there, 140, 30, 25, 120, right up to 90 degree sweep angle. This is one of the first products we ever sold. This is one of our wiring modules, 12 circuit wiring module, full instructions. So the heart of a wiring loom, we'll start with this. Couldn't be easier. This is our rack of hose clips. This is mostly stainless. There's wideband ones there, kind of exhaust style, and just what is commonly known as Jubilee clip. These are all NATO specification, so they are top spec stuff. Stainless and zinc plated. P clips, stainless and zinc again, and all the mounts, cotton reel mounts for mounting fuel pumps, exhausts, complete range of all different sizes. Terminals, wiring terminals, again ring terminals, spades, female spade connections for all different wire sizes. And we do a huge range of, get the light on, workshop packs, which you can see in our catalogue, from heat shrink packs.
Oh, they're godsend them. I've used them loads.
Fantastic, all different colours this one, but there's 3 or 4 different heat shrink packs. This one,
I use those on the model railways as well. Very useful.
They are. Yeah, and it's dead easy. Even a hairdryer will shrink him, or a hot air blower. Fuse packs, nuts and bolt packs. We do these pack of washers, spring washers, shake proof, penny washers. There's a huge range listed in our catalogue. Nuts and bolts, metric, imperial, assortment packs or single sizes, M6, M8, M10. Down the end is this is throttle linkage ball joints. So we sell the ball joints, left hand thread and right hand thread, and the rods for making adjustable throttle linkages. We do nylon budget version, M5 version, M6 and M8 versions. So some tools, power file, the good old favourite, my favourite, Black & Decker power file. Fantastic tool from fiberglass.
Absolutely.
And there's a cheaper version there. More tools.
Spray guns.
Yeah, we got again more terminals in this section. This is kind of tools. This is tools section. Most of the tools we stock are useful for many sort of DIY and mechanical jobs, but we kind of target stuff that we use on kit cars and building cars. I mean, a file set is pretty universal, but it's, if you're making something metal, aluminium, it's essential. Riv nut tools, Riv nuts are very handy in fiberglass body cars, and when you're paneling aluminium panels on a steel chassis. This is a budget one. Goes from M3, M4, M5 and M6, and we do heavy duty ones which go up to M10. Tyre levers for bikes and cars, trim cutters. Over this side we have hose cutters and crimping tools for electrical wiring. We do the ones for the F-crimp terminals, which is solder and crimp, or the ones just for purely crimp, pre-insulated crimp terminals. Earth straps, levers, we have jump leads, solar chargers.
Solar chargers?
Solar battery chargers.
Yeah.
Which we use these on our backup generators to keep the battery on the generators charged up outside.
Yeah, handy things.
Yeah, especially when you're in the country like we are. We have
Yeah.
regular power cuts, and we cannot afford to be without power, so we run our own generators. Here we have our range of battery cables. Battery cable up to 70 mil.
I see, that's
Which is pretty heavy stuff.
Neat. So you've got the tools to hand to.
Yeah, we've cut these will cut up to the 70 mil battery cable.
Yeah.
And we've even got a rule.
Excellent. You see, that's thinking, that is. I like that.
Yeah, it keeps it accurate. The customer always gets a meter. If they order a meter, they get a meter. So, and there's also up here is 10 core cable. If you're running a cable to a trailer or something, 10 core, 7 core, and washer hose. This is a wire section. We keep a whole range of Lucas colour wires, pretty standard. 2 car, white and blue, green and brown, orange and black. The whole range of colours is in our catalogue in different current capacities: 5 amp, 16 amp, 32 amp. And we also do bundles, so we can supply a customer with a 10 metre bundle of 12 sizes of wire, for instance. Again, it's in our catalogue. Double-sided Velcro. This is a few odds and sods, bits and pieces. Cable tie packs. We do sort of bonnet pin kits. If you like a mini with a fiberglass bonnet, you can retain it with a bonnet pin kit, or stainless or aluminium, or these rather nice flush mounted aero catchers. Again, we do these in black and carbon effect. Out here is mostly our overstock area. Shooting off down there in the distance of overstock of stuff we can't fit on the shelves, but this is our hose section. These are all metre lengths, so we sell silicone in blue and black in 1 metre lengths, from 6 mil right up to 50 here, 50 mil for coolant. Some studding there. We sell studding in metric and imperial from M3 up to 1/2 inch. And down this side, you can maybe see all the way down here is our selection of trims, from U channel to larger U channel, door trim, window trim, just the old herringbone pattern edge trim. quite a few. We sell it by the metre. Again, it's all listed in our catalogue. There's some insulated fiberglass insulation there, wrap around with Velcro fixing. That's it. This is our little shop. Sometimes customers like to call and collect stuff. They like to have a look and feel it. So we can always pull something off a shelf and show it to a customer if they want to just make sure that it's right for them. This is our mirror tree, and it's got pretty much every mirror we sell on there, so customers can have a look, weigh it up if it's going to fit my car. Sometimes they bring their car in, they'll take a mirror and they'll take it out to the car park and hold it in place, and yeah, that'll work. So we have our workshop packs over there, the washers, the fuses, the nuts and bolts, the heat shrink, springs, crocodile clips, or few trim clips, pretty much everything, bulbs. This is our warning light and switch display panel. So it's pretty much up to date. I've recently restocked everything where warning lights have been stolen for stock now and again. So it's got a little test switch so you can check out each warning light. There's fuse boxes there, switch panels for FIA, switching your battery off, on and off, and our range of toggle switches, paddle switches, illuminated LED switches. It's only the blue one working there. Push-pull switches, rotary, headlamp, fan, wiper, even an old-fashioned dip switch. Anybody remember them? Warning lights and switches, round, oval, square, miniature, with legends, without legends. This is our interior mirror range. Not much been broken. And bullet mirrors, these aluminium and brass bullet mirrors. Our range of stalks, indicator, wiper, switches. And again, a few items from our catalogue. This is the pipe insulation range that we sell for insulating water pipes, aluminium, rubber. A couple of our steering wheels. It's like little bezels we make in our moulding workshop for instruments. A few other bits and pieces. We sell this heat shield. These are just offcuts. We put them in the shop. Customer may not want a full sheet, so little offcuts we sell. Radiators, and again, bits and pieces that maybe a slight second from our moulding process. We put the seconds in there, sell them at half price. If aesthetics is not important to a customer, they can get exactly the same thing with a scratch on it or something for half price. Aluminium, we sell aluminium from 1 mil up to 3 mil. We sell it by the square foot or 300 mil, whichever it comes in. If it comes in imperial, we'll sell it by the square foot. If it comes in a metric dimension, we'll sell it by the 300 mil square. Again, a few offcuts. We sell these bits and pieces, usually half price. And a few stuff end of range, bits and pieces, a few things that we managed to get maybe a few dozen of. It's not worth putting in the catalogue. We'll sell them in here. Rubber mounts, little reels of wire and bits and pieces. Car care stuff. This range of stuff goes quite well. It's the sort of stuff you can get in Halfords, but quite often people come in, they want a bit of de-icer or a rag or a washer brush, wheel washing brush. So we keep a range of this stuff, chamois for customers.
And of course the catalogue.
The catalogue, there it is. This is issue 36. I'm hard at work on issue 37 at the moment. It's a pretty much full-time job, which is pretty much my job these days. So everything we sell is in this catalogue, and there are pictures of everything we sell, but online there are even more pictures and more details. So if you...
And the website is?
CBS... Good question.
It's okay.
It is. No, it's here.
I can edit that.
I can't see it. The website is www.carbuilder.com.
Right.
There you go. More tools. Just useful kit car stuff. Circuit pliers, hole punches, soldering irons, grease guns and abrasive wheels, flat wheels, that kind of stuff if you're working on fiberglass. Invaluable. And then more regular sort of stuff, your socket sets and spanners, paint, and end of range lights, stuff like that. We may have a few left. 5-inch headlamp. There's a slight scruff on it. I think that probably means a scuff.
Yeah.
I'm the scruff. So bits and pieces that customers can come in, have a look, pick them up. There's the old Lucas lights there. The old Lucas mini lights. Stop and tail, £10, bargain.
Excellent.
Yeah.